Surprise yourself. Let yourself go by the future and get into a whole different life than the one you're used to. The Futuro affair has been to a place where everyone wished to go, but they didn't come back empty-handed. The most brilliant scientists, sociologists, psychologists, and a few curious people traveled to the unpredictable. They went to the year 2000 and they spoke to children, babies, and more children. The results you're about to see, ladies and gentlemen, is the most unbelievable thing you have ever seen. Surprise yourself and let yourself go by the future. The world you're about to see is the result of almost 50 years of unexplored culture, brand new created technologies, and ethical patterns, moral and religious, destroyed by the media called MTV, which has created an army of depraved and antichrist, the adolescents, a horde 50 times worse than the Nazis and 20 than the Jewish people. The adolescent army once recruited human beings between 15 and 25 years old. They are called Generation X. Now we know that when three different X groups got together, formed the XXX symbol that stands for the end of the cute costumes, which we are very attached to nowadays. But that ain't our biggest problem. I suggest to all of you that believe in a better society, those who will survive until then, ladies and gentlemen, I suggest that you lock your children inside their houses, because the biggest impact on this X generation will be on them. During the 21st century, a new apocalyptic technology will control the world. A machine known as iPod that sends anarchical messages to children's head. And once the information gets through, it throws away all their innocence and freedom. Together with this machine of destruction, the computers, initially only used by the army, now are inside our homes to be the big brother of our children and to make sure they're doing exactly everything the iPod says. The kid who doesn't obey the computer rules will not be slapped by their parents, although they will be forbidden to spend the day playing the marvelous machine called video game. Video games are boxed from the future. Wires connect their different parts, and one of these wires is connected to a TV. Another extremity is stuck in the hands of the children. Once stuck, the children assume as reality absolutely everything they watch on TV. Inside those boxes there are games installed, but not the exciting soccer or basketball we used to have, but sick games like alien spaceships, colorful squares, results of an art catastrophe called pop art, and, believe it or not, games that simulate and force the children to pretend they're killers, monsters, and even the devil. Even after years of behaviorist studies, in the future will regress. Human behaviors, like fighting and kicking, will be dominated by a machine called PlayStation 2. Consider it for all as a kind of a video game, but we seriously doubt it. The PlayStation 2 shows movies with fights and people stealing, but it's also commonly used as driving lessons for children. The social environment is over, extinguished. The only thing left is cloister and one type of communication, obsolete, that seems to be called MSN. The MSN is a technology used for computers, on a stylus pop art screen. The children talk to each other by codes and appreciations of the formal language taught in school. Instead of the total control of one-on-one communication, the MSN is an insignificant slice of the huge manipulator system of the year 2000. The biggest demon we'll find in the future has a funny name, but the eyes of the evil. The controlling organ's name is Google. Once more I say, lock your kids at home and take note of this name, Google, a kind of Soviet Union to the communists. Google was the mark of the definitive change from the world that we once lived into total chaos. Each kid who receives permission of the parents to create a virtual standard identification profile called ORCUD, where they obligate to write all their personal tastes, physical characteristics, and how they are feeling at the exact time they log in. ORCUD is one of the Google service, a way to control population and human behaviors. Inside of this thing called ORCUD, there are tools like photographs albums and scrapbooks. The hierarchy in the social field is determined by the number of the access to these pictures and received scraps. We suspect vehemently that the political elections and votes has been deleted from the world and it was replaced by this hierarchy. The profile with the biggest number of access would become the king, prince, or webmaster. In the year 2000, the most voted profile belonged to a certain name Steve Jobs. Steve received an Apple that worth way more than $20 billion, and it is kind of a diamond-shaped crowd in the 21st century. In the 21st century, all the necessary information to live could be found in a really tiny device called pen drives, photographs, music, book. The pen drives are little keys which are hardly bigger than 1 inch. But 1 inch are enough to carry data for ORCUD, MSN, all at the same time.